Assalamualaikum Dr. Yanti and hi everyone. Today, our group wants to talk about Robert Bosch. Most of us just know them as Bosch. Their headquarters is in Germany, but they do business all over the world. They have been around for a very long time, since 1886. What's interesting is, they don't just sell things, they focus on making life better. That is why they are still successful after 100 years. So, for this assignment, we want to look at how Bosch work in different countries. We want to show you how they grow their business and how they manage everything in the international market. But before that, let me introduce my group members. Okay, now let me introduce my team from Group 6. Okay, first of course is me, Norbaiti, and these are my teammates. We have Norafina Anis, next is Azrul, then Alia Natasha, and last but not least, Nur Sazwani. Now, let's look at the core business of the company. Bosch is a world leader because they are divided into 4 high-impact business sectors. First is mobility. This is actually their largest business sector. They are focusing on the future of transportation like automated driving and electric cars. Almost every modern car in the world today use at least one Bosch software or technology to stay safe. Second is industrial technology, which is led by their brand Bosch Restaurant. They are the expert in Industry 4.0. This means they create smart machines for factories that can monitor themselves using sensor and data to make work more efficient. Third is consumer goods. We know Bosch as a household name for high-quality power tools and home appliances like washing machine and refrigerator. But a hidden detail is that Bosch is also the world's #1 maker of tiny sensor found inside our smartphone. Lastly, we have energy and building technology. This sector focuses on making modern buildings smarter and greener. They provide high-tech security system and sustainable heating to help save energy and protect the environment. As you can see, all these sectors follow their famous slogan, which is invented for life. Everything they do is to make your daily life easier and better. Okay, next, let's look at their future plans. Okay, according to their latest annual report 2024, Bosch has a very clear strategy to stay as a global leader. The first is their core ambition is market leadership, which is Bosch aims to be among the top 3 providers in every market they operate in. This means they don't just want to sell product. They want to be the best in the world for everything they do. The second goal is their financial targets. To keep the company strong and independent, so they are targeting an annual sales growth of 6% to 8%. By the year 2030, they also want to achieve a 7% profit margin. Okay, the third is AI integration. Bosch wants to be a leader in AI. Their goal is for all of their products to either have artificial intelligence inside them or be developed using AI technology by the start of the next decade. Okay, lastly, let's talk about sustainability. Bosch is very proud that they have already achieved carbon neutrality for their own operation since 2020. So, now their new ambition is to reduce other emissions by 30% by the year 2030 to help save our planet. So, based on the report, Bosch is not just thinking about profit, but they are also thinking about technology and the environment. Moving forward, now we see Bosch expand its business globally. They use 3 main methods to enter new markets. First is mergers and acquisition. This means they enter new markets by buying existing business. For example, Bosch recently bought the global hatchback business from Johnson Controls and Hitachi. This was a huge move to strengthen their position in North America and Asia. Second is a foreign direct investment, or we call FDI. This is when Bosch built its own facilities from scratch to have a long-term presence. A great example is their investment of 370 million euro to build a new national headquarters and R&D center in Yokohama, Japan. Third is a joint venture. This is when Bosch partners with other companies to share technology and cost. Right now, they are partnering with the big names like TSMC and Infineon to build a shared semiconductor factory in Germany. This helped them lead in their chip making industry. By using these 3 methods, Bosch can grow quickly and stay strong in different parts of the world. Okay, so my last part, let's talk about where Bosch is heading next and the challenges what they are faced. So first, their future expansion focus on 3 key markets. So in China, they are focusing on high-tech areas like electric cars and self-driving system. In the USA, there is a very high demand for their heating and air conditioning products, or HVAC. And in India and ASEAN country, these markets are critical to help Bosch balance their global operation and stay strong. But however, Bosch also face some business uncertainties. There are three main risks they need to manage. First, geopolitical risks. This include things like trade wars and new taxes between big countries like the USA and China. Second, economic risks. High inflation and interest rates can make people spend less money on Bosch products. Third, currency risk. Changes in the value of money, like the dollar or euro, can actually lower the company's profit. In conclusion, Bosch is growing fast, but they are also very careful about this global risk.
Okay, next I will continue with section 2.0, which is about the factor influencing Bosch international trades. Bosch is a multinational company, and international trade is very important for its success because Bosch operates in many countries. Its trade performance depends on several factors such as where it's export, what product is sold, and also global development that's affect. In section 2.1, we look at Bosch export destination and products. Bosch sells its product in three main regions, which is Europe, North America, and Asia. For Europe, it's the biggest market because of its strong industry and high demand for advanced engineering solutions. North America, especially in the United States, is also very important because of its large manufacturing base and strong buying power. In Asia, countries like China, India, and Japan are growing quickly and need more technology products, so they are also key market for Bosch. Bosch exports a wide range of products. These include automotive components, industrial technology, household appliances, and energy and building technology. By selling many different products in many different regions, Bosch reduces its risk. If one market is weak, other market can still support the company. Now, section 2.2 focus on the impact of recent global factor on Bosch trade volume. One of the most important factors is exchange rate change. Bosch use currency like the euro and the US dollar. When the euro is weak, Bosch products become cheaper in other countries, so export increase. But when the euro is strong, Bosch products are more expensive and the demand may go down. Other global issues also affect Bosch rates. Inflation increases the cost of raw material and transportation. Supply chain disruption can cause delay in product and delivery. Geopolitical tension add risk to international trade. And stricter environmental rules mean Bosch must invest in cleaner technology. This increased costs in the short term, but it helps Bosch grow in the long run by supporting sustainability. So overall, Bosch international trade performance is influenced by its export destination, product diversification, currency change, and global economic conditions. These factors show how complex international trade can be for a larger company like Bosch and why adaptability is so important. Thank you.
For the next 3.0, function of international financial markets. In this section, I will explain the function of international financial market based on the company Bosch. So, international financial markets play an important role in helping multinational companies operate globally. First, this market provides access to global capital, which allows companies like Bosch to obtain funding from investors around the world. Second, they create liquidity, meaning financial assets that can be bought and sold easily across different countries. And the third, international markets help in price discovery and risk management, especially for companies that operate in many regions. Okay, next for the second slide, I will explain to you guys the usage of foreign exchange market. Bosch operates in many countries and deal with a different currency. Therefore, the foreign exchange market is very important for daily business operations. Bosch uses the forex market to convert currencies when paying suppliers or receiving payment from international customers. The company also used the forex market to manage exchange rate risk. This helps Bosch to protect its profit from currency fluctuation and maintain stable cash flow. The last part is about the issuance of stock in foreign countries. Bosch is a privately held company, so it does not issue public shares. However, international financial markets are still important for its financial activities. Access to global capital markets provide Bosch with financial flexibility and the ability to raise funds if needed. International market also help increase investor confidence and support Bosch long-term global expansion and investment strategies. So, in conclusion, international financial markets are essential for multinational companies like Bosch. They support funding, currency management, and global financial stability. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Asul. I was assigned to analyze how the exchange rate influence the MNC performance. So let's talk about Bosch and the currency they are used. Bosch is a global company, so they work in a lot of different currency. The big one and the US dollar, Chinese yuan, British pound, and the Mexican peso. The US dollar is a key for the international sales, and by past the yuan is important because the China, Bosch make and sell a lot of in China. The pound is US in their UK operation, and the peso made in Mexico where they have a factory. Handling all this currency isn't just about exchanging the money, it's affect everything from the pricing product to a reporting profit. When exchange rate moves, it is really impact Bosch profit. For example, if the euro goes up to 10%, Bosch could lose about 368 million euros against the US dollar and 25 million euros against the peso, but they could gain 37 million euros against the pounds. If the euro goes down a little bit, 10%, it is opposite. They could gain a bit against the dollar, but lose in some other currency. To protect themselves, Bosch use financial tools like forward contract and the currency swap to lock in the rates ahead of a time. This helps keep the profit stable even when currency jumps around. Bosch doesn't just wait to see what would happen, they run tests called sensitivity analysis. This is like what if check for their finance. They could ask what if the euro jumps, what if the yuan falls. This helps them understand what they are most at risk. For Bosch, the euro dollar rates especially important. They could do so much in business in both. Even small move can mean million gain or lose. By doing this check, Bosch can decide how much to protect against the risk and where to focus their effort. It is all about staying prepared, not a surprise.
Next, I will explain about payment methods in international trade. Multinational corporations like Bosch use different methods depending on the level of risk, trust with suppliers, and cost considerations. One common method is the open account, where payment is made after the goods are received. This method helps Bosch manage its cash flow more efficiently, but it also exposes the exporter to higher payment risk. Based on Bosch terms of payment, the company applies a 30-day open account arrangement, while still retaining the right to request advance payment or cash on delivery when necessary. Another payment method is advance payment, which requires the importer to pay before shipment. This method is usually used when dealing with new suppliers or in high-risk markets to reduce the exporter's risk. In addition, letters of credit are widely used in international trade. Under this method, the issuing bank guarantees payment to exporter or contractual conditions are fulfilled, providing a higher level of payment security. Next, based on Bosch annual report, the company employs reverse factoring as a key trade finance method to support its international procurement activities. Through this global reverse factoring program, Bosch allows its supplier to sell their receivable to partner banks and receive early payment at a discount rate. Bosch, on the other hand, settles the payment with the bank on the original due date. This arrangement helps to enhance suppliers' liquidity and strengthens Bosch's global supply chain without altering the agreed payment terms. In addition, Bosch's standard use of open account payment terms, as stated in terms of payment, exposes the company to payment risks and working capital challenges. Therefore, the use of reverse factoring is a suitable and effective trade finance solution, especially considering Bosch's large-scale international operations and its long-established relationship with global suppliers. That's all from me. Thank you.